Hi guys, I thought I'd do a quick little video here. I got a voltage drop of about 2.5 volts on this inner loop. Starts right about there and it goes all the way around to about the train station, and then it picks back up again. And that's a tight bend where you need all the voltage you can get, and it's not getting it. So let me demonstrate here. We'll put this train on about 8 volts. And here it comes. And it gets into this section and it's not real happy. See, it actually stalls. So now if I pick it back up, there, 2 more volts it needs to get through that loop. And then you'll see when it gets back over here, it takes off. So that whole back corner there, got a bad connection. There she goes. So let's see what we can do about that. Okay guys, I got a feeder wire here that goes into the main bus line, and the train's coming around. You know, it's got about 8 volts, and you'll see it gets pretty slow. So I'm going to add a power here, and I think I'm going to add one over here. This seems to be, you'll see it's getting real slow. Now I'll add power, and it's picking up again. See, not happy. Now I'll come over here. Come on. But you can see, if I add power all the way around, it'll make it. If I get untangled from this wire, there we go. So I'm going to add a power tap here and one over there, and I think we'll be good. Yeah. Before we get to drilling the fast track, I just wanted to point out, I probably wouldn't even be making this video if I had run power drops every 8 feet. But I didn't. I ran them right here where the transformers are. I ran one here, same thing on the upper line, one there, and then all 3 have in that far corner, and that worked out great for a while, but you know, about 2 years, and then it didn't. And then I started getting voltage drops like I pointed out earlier in through here. And I did try pinching the terminal with pliers, you know, with it in place, and that seemed to work, but it always came back. You're always fiddling with it, and like some people say, you know, we'll lift it up and solder across, but I can't. You know, it's permanent. It's screwed down. I got the ballast glued. It's not going anywhere. You know, the roads, you know. So I had to figure out something to do with this in place. So that's why we're going to drill it and add the wires. So, and then the other thing is, before you drill, take a spare piece of track similar to where you're going to do it, and watch out for your shunts and you know, things like that. I went around this screw hole because it's wide open. So just, you know, take a look at that underneath before you drill. And or you could even go down through an unused screw hole if you want, you know, drill it bigger and bring up 2 wires that way. But you know, that should do the trick, and you know, we'll get on to the drilling of the track. Okay, now we're going to solder these 2 wires. I drilled a 1/8 inch hole through the center and the outer rail, and then we're going to sand the track a little bit here, try to get a good bite on it. on the side, you know. Okay, and now we'll take a little isopropyl alcohol and we'll clean that rail. Yeah, you can see all the gunk. So we'll clean this guy up. Take a paper towel here. Try to get all that nastiness off of there. Wipe some more on there. Yeah, if it's dirty or greasy, the solder won't stick. Okay, now let's clean the tip. I'm going to use a little bit of tip cleaner here. You just clean it like that, put it in there, and then we'll put it in the tip cleaner. Okay, and then we'll prime the tip here. Okay, put a little, oh, you know what? We're going to put a little bit of solder flux here. The miracle paste makes everything stick better. And we'll put a little bit here, a little bit there. Okay. Now, we're going to tin the tips, twist them together tight. There's one. There's two. See, they're all nice and silver there. Okay, now we're going to try to tin the rail a little bit. Hopefully it'll stick. Oh yeah. Flux is the answer. Okay. Now, we'll put a little bit of solder on the tip. And then I'm going to pre-bend this. Now, we already know that the solder is going to stick because it's already on there. And we have the solder on the wire. I'll put a little bit more on the tip. There, we got a pretty good glob there. Hold it tight. I think we got her. Okay. Now, let me get this guy. We'll do a little pre-bend. Push that down in. And this is the one with the white tracer on it. You always got to watch your polarity. Okay. Let me get it just where I want it. looks good. So I took a little bit of a Sharpie and just touched up the edges there a little bit. And then I just took a file and ran over the top, make sure it had any burrs. And there you have it. So we'll do that on the other side, and then we'll see how the train runs. Okay, guys. So I got those two extra jumpers soldered in. One right here and one over there. And here she comes. We're running even lower, 7.5 volts. And this was impossible before, especially with a load on. And this is a Williams by Bachmann engine, very simple, no battery backup of any kind. And as you can see, it made it through there. If I did that with anything less than 8.5 volts, it would have never made it. So with those two helper wires, we got rid of the voltage drop. So I'm happy with that. So the moral of the story, guys, is take an engine that is a little more finicky at low voltage, which this one is. It's a simpler engine, and use that as your test one. I ran around with a voltmeter, but this here worked pretty good. I just made a 10-foot long jumper, ran it off the bus line, and I went around popping it till it started moving. And I says, okay, I gotta add one here, and I gotta add one there. And that seemed to be the quick and easy way to get rid of these damn dead spots. So give that a try, you know, and that way you know it's the same transformer, same power. And like I said, I marked one blue, one red, so there's no problem with shorts on the wire here. So, but it worked for me. So I hope you like this video, help you out finding your shorts and or voltage drops. And we'll catch you on the next time around. So my name is Dan. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And now, a minute with Morgan. It's Doggy Olympics. Okay. I'll sneak up on you.
Down the hill.
So many
Are you on Marketplace?
yeah, there's so many 500cc and below bikes for dirt cheap on the marketplace, and it's all probably the same situation as me. Somebody who bought a 500cc as a starter. And,
Right.
They want to go bigger now.
yeah,
It's doggy gymnastics.
I never saw her look this good in a long time. Well, I haven't seen her in a long time. But yeah, before
Day at the races.